Let me ask you something. What if I told you that in just 365 days, you could completely transform your life? Yes, I'm talking about a year, a single year, just 12 months, 52 weeks, 365 days. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That sounds impossible, right? But here's the thing. It's not. It's possible, and more than that, it's within your reach. Imagine looking back 1 year from now, seeing where you are, what you've accomplished, and who you become. That feeling of fulfillment, that sense of pride. It's not a distant dream, it's real. But here's the catch. It starts with you making the decision today to commit to the change. We've all been there, stuck, unsure. We've all felt the frustration of wanting change but not knowing how or where to start. Maybe you tried before and it didn't work out. Maybe you doubted yourself or thought you're too old, too busy, or too far gone to make a difference. Let me tell you something. Those thoughts, they're just stories you've been telling yourself. Change is not only possible, it's inevitable if you choose it, if you want it, if you take the first step and keep moving forward. Every single one of us has the power to change our lives. But that power doesn't just fall into your lap. You have to claim it, to own it. And it starts today. In the grand scheme of things, a year doesn't seem like much, but 365 days is enough to completely turn your life around. If you're willing to make small, intentional decisions every day, one day will turn into a month into 6, and 6 months into a year. And in that time, you can shift from just surviving to truly thriving. I'm not talking about a magical transformation. No, I'm talking about real, tangible progress, a year of small actions that build momentum. A year where you decide every day to move one step closer to your goals. A year where, if you're consistent and committed, you'll look up at the end and see how far you've come. Today, I'm going to guide you through this journey. Together, we'll explore how small actions lead to massive results. We'll talk about how to break free from the habits holding you back, how to develop the mindset of someone who is always growing, and we'll discuss how to stay focused and motivated when the road gets tough. Because let's be real, it will always be easy. There will be moments where you'll feel like giving up, but we're gonna address that too. This is about taking control of your life day by day. It's about making a decision today that changes everything tomorrow. Are you ready? Let's begin. Think about it for a second. A year might feel like it's just around the corner. 12 months might sound like a long time when you're stuck or feeling overwhelmed. But let me tell you something. It's not as long as you think. 1 year is enough to change everything. When you commit to consistent action, 365 days can take you from where you are today to where you want to be tomorrow. I want you to really absorb this. In 1 year, you could be living the life you've always dreamed of. It's just 365 days. That's all it takes to turn things around. Time doesn't need to be your enemy. If you start today, that time will work for you, not against you. Imagine planting a seed. When you put that seed in the ground, it doesn't look like much. It's small, it's fragile, and it's easy to overlook. But if you water it, nurture it, and give it the right conditions, over time, that seed will grow into a tree. A strong, tall tree that can withstand storms and reach toward the sky. That's exactly what this year can be for you. It might start small, but if you take care of it, if you stay committed, it will grow into something bigger than you could have ever imagined. The changes you make this year will build on each other, growing into results you can't even fathom right now. Don't just take my word for it. Let me show you an example. Steve Jobs. He took Apple from the brink of bankruptcy to one of the most successful companies in the world, all in just 1 year. Think about that for a second. From the lowest point to the highest in just 12 months. And it wasn't magic, it wasn't luck. It was commitment, action, and vision. If Steve Jobs can go from 0 to hero in a year, so can you. You have the same capacity for transformation. It all starts with believing in the possibility of change and then taking the steps every single day to make it happen. Now let me ask you this. What happens if you don't take action? What if a year from now, you're standing in the same place you are today? Maybe you'll feel stuck, frustrated, and regretful. But if you don't start moving now, you'll be in the same position next year, still wishing for change. Time is a precious resource. Don't waste another year waiting for the perfect moment. It will never come. The time to act is now. If you don't take action today, you'll regret it tomorrow. But if you decide today that you're going to change, then a year from now, you'll be looking back proud of how far you've come. Let me tell you something. Everything begins with belief. Your mind is the starting point. What you believe is possible will shape your reality. If you don't believe you can change, you won't. Simple as that. But if you believe that in a year you can be a completely different person, then everything shifts. Your mindset is your most powerful tool. If you think you can't, you won't. But if you believe you can, if you truly believe, you'll start to see the doors open in front of you. It's all about belief. You have to believe that you're worth the effort. You have to believe that you're capable of doing the work. You have to believe in the process, even when you can't see the results right away. Your belief is the foundation of everything. Without it, nothing will change. I know what you're thinking. Maybe you're thinking, it's too late for me. Maybe you've been telling yourself that you've missed your chance. That ship has sailed. Well, let me tell you something. It's never too late. Never. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what mistakes you've made in the past. Every day is a new opportunity. Every day is a chance to start fresh. No matter where you are right now, you can change. But you have to decide, you have to make the choice to leave those limiting beliefs behind and embrace the possibility of what's next. You can either choose a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe that who they are today is who they'll always be. But people with a growth mindset know that they can always improve. They understand that failure is not the end, it's just a lesson. They believe that no matter where they start, they can grow and evolve. Which mindset will you choose? Will you accept the limitations of your current self, or will you embrace the opportunity to grow? The choice is yours, but let me tell you this, a growth mindset is the only thing standing between where you are and where you want to be. Now let's talk about action. Mindset is critical, but it doesn't stop there. You need to back up your belief with action. You can't just think your way into change. You have to do the work. Start by surrounding yourself with positivity. Cut out the negativity in your life. Speak to yourself like you would speak to someone you care about. And when you wake up every morning, set the tone for your day. What's the first thing you say to yourself? Does it empower you or does it hold you back? Start your day with positivity. Start it with a belief in what's possible. One powerful tool for shifting your mindset is affirmations. Every day, take 5 minutes to affirm your potential. Look in the mirror and say, I am capable of change. I am worthy of success. I am becoming the best version of myself. Another tool is visualization. Close your eyes and picture where you want to be 1 year from now. See it clearly in your mind's eye. Picture the person you want to become, the version of yourself that you will be when you achieve your goals. Feel it, believe it, and then take the steps to make that vision a reality. Change doesn't happen all at once. It doesn't come from big bursts of action or from trying to do everything at once. No, change comes from consistency. Small, steady steps. You might think that nothing is happening at first, that your efforts are too small to make a difference. But let me tell you something. Those little actions add up over time. Imagine you're trying to climb a mountain. At first, it feels impossible. The peak seems too far to reach. But what if you took just one step forward every day? One step, not a leap, not a jump, just one small step. Over time, those small steps turn into something massive. You'll look back and realize that you've climbed an entire mountain. Every day you make a small decision, a small action, a small habit, you're stacking them. And one day, you'll look up and realize that you've reached heights you never thought possible. That's the power of consistency. It's the secret weapon of every successful person, and it's available to you too. Think about a marathon. A marathon runner doesn't sprint the whole way. If they tried, they burn out long before reaching the finish line. Instead, they pace themselves, taking each mile one by one, slow and steady. It's not about speed, it's about endurance. It's about consistency when it comes to achieving your goals. You are that marathon runner. You have to pace yourself. You have to focus on the long haul. The journey ahead will be long, and there will be days when you feel like you can't go on. But if you take it one step at a time, if you don't rush, If you don't overextend yourself, you'll make it. You'll cross that finish line. The slow and steady approach always wins the race. You don't need to change everything overnight. In fact, trying to do so is a surefire way to burn out. Start small, focus on one habit, just one. It could be waking up earlier. It could be reading for 10 minutes a day. Whatever it is, make it something you can commit to every day. Here's the key: consistency over perfection. Don't worry about doing it perfectly, just do it every day. The more you repeat it, the more it becomes part of you. The more it becomes a part of who you are, not just something you do. Start with that one thing, and once it becomes automatic, you can add another. But don't try to change everything at once. Focus on making one positive habit stick before moving on to the next. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you truly committed to a goal and told someone about it? When you share your goals with someone, something incredible happens. You've made yourself accountable. And let me tell you something. Accountability is a game changer. We all know the feeling of wanting to quit when it gets tough. But when you've told someone else about your goal, when you've made yourself accountable, it's harder to back out. It's easier to push through when someone else is rooting for you. Share your goals with someone you trust, someone who will push you when it's hard. When you know someone is watching, you'll find the strength to keep going, even when you want to stop. Small victories matter. Every time you make progress, no matter how small, celebrate it, write it down, reflect on it. Why? Because every victory, every step forward is a building block. It's proof that you are moving in the right direction. It's proof that your consistency is paying off. Don't wait for the big moment to celebrate. Celebrate the small wins because they are just as important. When you look back, those small wins will add up to something incredible. And in those moments of doubt, when it feels like nothing is changing, you can look back at your progress and see how far you've come. Right now, I want you to ask yourself, what's holding you back? What habits, what mindsets are keeping you stuck? Be honest with yourself. Are you procrastinating? Are you doubting your own potential? Are you waiting for the right moment to start? The truth is, the things that are holding you back are often the habits you formed over time. The habits that feel comfortable, but ultimately keep you from reaching your full potential. Now, I want you to recognize them, acknowledge them, because if you don't face them head on, they will continue to control you. The moment you recognize your limiting habits, you take the first step toward breaking free. Listen to me. You can't keep making excuses. You can't keep blaming your past. The past is gone, it's done. It's time to make a decision. Will you let those negative habits control you, or will you take control of your life? The choice is yours. You can choose to step forward. You can choose to face your fears and leave your excuses behind. It's easy to hide behind the comfort of old habits, but you know deep down that those habits are what's holding you back. It's time to make a decision. Today is the day you break free. No more excuses, no more waiting. Let me show you the alternative. If you don't change, you'll stay in the same cycle. In 1 year, you'll be standing in the same place, wondering why nothing has changed. That's the reality of inaction. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always gotten. But here's the good news. You don't have to stay in that cycle. You have the power to break free. You have the power to make a change today that will lead to a different tomorrow. The cycle ends when you decide it ends. When you take control and change your habits, everything changes. I want you to reframe how you see obstacles. Every challenge you face, every setback is an opportunity to grow stronger. It's not a roadblock, it's a stepping stone. Every time you face adversity, you have a choice. You can let it defeat you, or you can use it as fuel for your growth. The strongest people in the world didn't become strong by avoiding challenges. They became strong because they faced them head on. They learned from their failures. They didn't let setbacks define them. They used them to push themselves forward. And so can you. Every obstacle is an opportunity for growth. Embrace it. Now that you've identified your limiting habits, it's time to make a change. Start small. Pick one habit that's holding you back and replace it with something positive. Maybe it's waking up earlier, getting more exercise, or cutting out negative thoughts. Whatever it is, make that shift today. And when you slip, and you will at some point, don't be hard on yourself. Get back up. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. If you slip, don't quit. Learn from it and keep moving forward. Small shifts done consistently will lead to big results. It's all about replacing old habits with better ones, one step at a time. Let me tell you something about success. It's not about avoiding failure. It's about bouncing back every time you fall. That's resilience. Success doesn't come to those who never fail. It comes to those who never give up. Resilience is the secret to long-term success. It's the ability to keep going when everything seems like it's falling apart. When life knocks you down, resilience is what gets you back on your feet. It's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get up. Life is going to test you. It will knock you down. That's not a question, it's a certainty. But when it does, the question is, will you stay down or will you rise up stronger than before? The most successful people in the world didn't get there by avoiding challenges. They got there because they faced them, learned from them, and grew stronger. When life knocked them down, they got back up. They didn't stay on the ground. Think of a tree in a storm. The storm may break branches, but the roots remain strong. The tree bends with the wind, but it doesn't break. That's resilience. It's the ability to bend but not break. Life will throw storms your way, but if your roots are strong, if you develop resilience, you will stand tall no matter how fierce the storm is. Your failures are not the end, they are lessons. Every time you fail, you learn, you grow. And that's what builds resilience. Failure isn't something to be afraid of, it's something to embrace. Own your failures. Learn from them. They are stepping stones to your success. Don't run from them, run toward them. So, how do you build resilience? Start by learning from every failure. When something goes wrong, take a step back. What went wrong? What can you learn from it? Then don't dwell on it. Move forward. Keep going. One small step at a time. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about getting back up every time you fall. Focus is everything. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you can't focus, none of that talent will matter. You can't let distractions pull you away from your goals. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Every day, you have to choose where to put your energy. Will you focus on what you want to achieve, or will you get lost in distractions? You are in control of your focus. If you stay focused on your goals, they will eventually become your reality. Success requires sacrifice. What are you willing to give up to achieve your goals? What are you willing to let go of? Success isn't easy. It requires hard work and sacrifice, but the rewards are worth it. You have to know your why. Why are you doing this? What's driving you? When you know your purpose, you'll be able to make the sacrifices necessary to succeed. Success isn't free, but it's worth every ounce of effort you put into it. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. It's a habit. You don't become excellent overnight. You become excellent by committing to being your best every single day. Every day is an opportunity to grow, to get better, to improve. If you want to achieve greatness, you have to commit to excellence. You have to make it a habit. Every day, strive for your best. Every day, push yourself to be better than you were yesterday. There will be days when it feels impossible. There will be times when you want to quit. But let me tell you something. Perseverance always pays off. If you stay committed, if you stay focused, the rewards will come. It may not be easy, but it will be worth it. Stay the course, keep moving forward even when it's tough, because the finish line is closer than you think. In 365 days, your life can be unrecognizable. I've shown you the steps. I've shown you how consistency, resilience, and focus can lead to real, lasting change. It's not about massive leaps. It's about small, consistent actions over time. It's about staying committed even when it's tough. You have the power to change your life in 1 year. The question is, will you take the first step today? Don't wait for the perfect moment because it doesn't exist. The perfect moment is now. Take action today. Do it now. Don't put it off for tomorrow. The future is shaped by what you do today. I'm challenging you today. Will you commit to changing your life? Will you commit to taking the steps even when it's hard? 1 year from now, you could be looking back and saying, I made it. I did it. But it all starts with decisions you make today. Will you take it?